Farbers back, at least you got some shots. It'll be on me. It'll shade you to laugh at these jokes. Maybe I should wait till you take the shots and then tell the jokes. But anyway, so you get married, right? So great. You know, I'm married, and you know, one of the things about being married is, you know, the way you deal with a relationship changes very drastically. Like when I was 29 and 28, like I talked about meeting ladies and getting laid, right? You talk about, oh, you go out and get laid. That ends in marriage, okay? My wife and I, nobody's getting laid. We have relations every now and again. I mean, getting laid is like something that has to happen like with some element of surprise. You know, it's in the name. Like, for instance, hey, you know, I showed up 2 hours late for work. Guess what? Got laid off. That's right. That's right. Yeah, you know, hey baby, you know, last night I got in a lot of trouble, got arrested, went to jail, I dropped the soap in the shower, and guess what? Something terrible happened. But getting laid, that's one of those things that has to happen, like, by surprise, you know. But in a marriage, sex is a lot more like, let's say, a gym membership, right? Yeah. Because, I mean, when you first get that gym membership, you're like, oh my God, I'm going to be in this gym every day. This is the best decision I've ever made. But, you know, after a while, you know, things change and, like, some of the equipment gets old and, like, you get the offer to work out and you're like, you know what? I got all the equipment I need right here at home. We'll work out here. But yeah, you know, you know, you walk by these other gyms, everybody's coming out happy. You look at that gym over there. I'm like, you know, I bet that gym would let me use the back door every now and again, just you know, just to switch it up. Yeah. But yeah, you know, being married is fun. So yeah, Dan told you I was a doctor. That's cool. You know, I'm a black doctor, and you know, here's an inside tip about being a black guy in Atlanta. We like the stereotypes, but really just the good parts of the stereotypes. You know what I mean? Like, I can't stand when like middle-aged white women cut me off at Trader Joe's, but I don't really want to be on a Rest in Peace t-shirt either. You know what I mean? Like, I don't want anybody to be marching by day. I mean, it's crazy. Like, so when I moved here, like I kind of started to overcompensate. You know, like I had some friends and they call me and they'd be like, oh, what we doing this week? And I'm like, yo, son, let me tell you, dog, you gotta get some 40s, some blunts, you gotta come over here with some dice, we're gonna set up shop and we're gonna slay them fools, son. And they were like, oh, that sounds great. Where are we gonna go? And I'm like, well, you know, I got the Dungeons and Dragons right here. We don't really have to go anywhere. But, you know, like, it was weird, because, you know, the worst part is when I walk into a store and, like, totally nut up. I walked into a store the other day, I was like, y'all better represent. What's up? So don't push me, son. Don't push me. You need to get your mind right. Do you guys have any pumpkin spice? Yeah, I was like, boop, 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 boop. That means I need 3 shots of espresso and skim milk in that cup, please. Yeah. But you know, like, so I bring a lot of different things like that are kind of dichotomous. So we have the toast now?
Yeah, thanks, man.
All right.
We heard your buy-in.
Yeah, yeah. All right, so to, what's your name?
Mike.
To Mike, the bachelor, many years of happy, successful gym membership kind of sex. Here. I can get a shot out, man. That's cool. All right, good luck, man. But you know, so I'm a doctor who likes to wear Jordans. You know, I also am straight and black in Atlanta. Also kind of weird. And I'm also a fat vegetarian. Okay, so I mean maybe I'm not really fat, I'm more like chubby. Maybe I shouldn't say vegetarian. It's just kind of like I don't like to eat meat. Oh, thanks, man.
Sorry, I didn't know you were.
All right, sorry. I'm coming late. I'm coming late.
Like what, John?
Tommy, get on over here right now. Because we need to perform for him.
All right, there goes the set. Okay, so yeah,
Get on over here.
So I'm a fat vegetarian. You know, I consider myself more like chubby, and I'm more like a guy that just, you know, just doesn't eat meat. You know, like people are like, oh, you don't eat meat. Look, I enjoy a lot of things that aren't meat, like bread and cheese and life expectancy. Yeah, it's crazy. Because I mean, you know, the thing about it is like, you know, you can totally be a fat person that doesn't eat meat, right? I mean, think about it. Like, you meet a guy who says, hey, my favorite food is barbecue pork spare ribs. I mean, that guy may or may not be fat. Guaranteed now, he's got some dirty ass white t-shirts. But you meet a guy that says my favorite food is donuts. I promise you, he uses the motorized wheelchair at the grocery store.
Oh, thank you.
Promise you that guy's doing that.
It takes him 20 minutes to get in and out of it, too.
That's right. Yeah, that guy eats donuts. That's not me. You could be fat. But you know, the thing is you know, the worst thing about being kind of a guy that doesn't eat meat is that, you know, it comes with a lot of stereotypes, things that I'm not really comfortable with. And my friends, they're like, oh, well, you're a vegetarian, right? You're a vegetarian. Let me ask you this. What's up with you people always running from the cops wearing saggy pants? Like, that don't make sense, man. I think you're being a vegetaracist. That's right, man. Jerry Farbers. You get free shots and wordplay. That's what we do here. But yeah, you know, the person who was hardest on me on this whole not eating meat thing has actually been my mom. She, you know, we're from the South, and like she didn't really understand. You know, I went home and I was like, Mom, you know, I gave up meat. I don't eat meat. And she was like, that's fine, baby. I made you some collard greens that don't have any meat in it, just a little bit of turkey neck. I was like, I don't think you understand, Mom. And she's hard, you know. She was hard on me, but like my kids, like she totally skipped a generation. Like, she's so soft with them. She'll come up to my children and be like, hey guys, what do you guys want to have for dinner? And I'll look at this woman and I'll say, I don't know who you are, but when we were growing up in this house, you know what we got for dinner? Dinner. That's right. You got what you got. There's no choices. This is not Ponderosa or Golden Corral, but the put on the plate is what you put in your face. It's very simple. But you know, like, I try to also explain to my kids, like, the amount of discipline that I got, because, you know, there's no spankings these days. Like, but you know, I took my daughter over to the back window of the house that I grew up in, and I said, you see that tree right there, baby? You see how there's no branches on the first 10 feet right there? All of that happened right here on my ass. That's right. I mean, I would tell you guys everything that my mom did to me growing up, but there's a chance she might get arrested. All right, guys. Thanks so much. Good luck, man.
You know, Dr.